Alright y'all, this is called What Fluttershy Saw, and it's by Sock Puppet. And this chapter's titled, We're Sorry You Had to Hear That, Dear. Yes, so am I. But anyway, let's get on with this. Fluttershy sat at the kitchen table, shaking and blowing on a steaming mug of hot chocolate. Her father carried her mug of tea to her mum, sitting at the opposite side of the table, and then Dad sat down too. So, Mum said, I'm sorry you saw that. Why are you home from school early, dear? Fluttershy took a sip of hot chocolate, but spilled several mouthfuls on her forehoofs. It burned her skin, but she ignored it. I have a fever. The nurse sent me home. Oh no. Now do you feel alright? Not really, Fluttershy said. I have a sore throat, and my right ear is blocked. When I blew my nose, it was nasty and green. Yep, that's called the lurgy. And the people who don't speak English, that means you've got the flu. Mum frowned. We'll have to take you to the doctor in the morning then. They'll be closed for the day before I can get there with you this afternoon. I'm moving so slowly. Mum patted her extremely pregnant belly. I can take her, dear, Dad said. We'll make it if I carry her and fly. You can just stay here and rest. No, Fluttershy said. I'm not going anywhere until you explain to me why that thing I saw. Mum and Dad sighed. Oh God, here we go. What we were doing, Mum began, is perfectly natural and normal. Actually, it's called they were banging, Dad continued. It's how two grown-ups who love each other, Mum said, make a fool. Dad told her how a mare gets pregnant. It's just a part of life. It is. About an hour of moaning later. A wonderful part of life, Mum finished. Fluttershy held her nose above the mug of chocolate and sniffed. The steam entered her sinuses and helped release some of the pressure and pain from her burgeoning head cold. But what she had seen just 10 minutes before, nothing was relieving the pressure or pain the sights, smells, and sounds were leaving inside her head. She continued shaking, and her wings drooped. I don't understand. Dad rubbed his chin. We hadn't planned to have this conversation with you for a few more years, but I suppose today is going to be the day. Why? Fluttershy said. Why wait until I'm older? He's your father, right? Mum said. You understand that I carried you in my belly for almost a year, and then you came out as a baby. What does a father have to do with making the foal? Well, he inserts his floppy knob. That's what he does. But of course you'll understand that. I don't understand. Yeah, told you. You love those Lara books about animals. Down dirt side, right? Dad said. The baby animal books. How are baby animals made? Animals do that too. Duh. Yak, yak, yak. Fluttershy clenched her eyes. Well, this is life, Fluttershy. Get used to it. Everyone burns every now and again. That's a part of life. Dear, Dad said. Ponies are animals too, you know. We can build houses and change the weather, but we're not so different from other mammals, really. But Mum, Fluttershy said, you're already pregnant. You said my little sister, or brother, or my brother will be born soon any day now. Why are you trying to make a foal when you already have a foal inside you? Because it's fun to fuck. The difference between ponies and animals is, Mum said, ponies sometimes do what we were doing for reasons other than to make a foal. What kind of reasons? Fluttershy looked up at Mum and Dad, but a mane fell over her eyes, and she just left it there. Well, for one, Dad said, it's fun. It didn't look fun, Fluttershy said. You two were sweating and grunting and trying to stay balanced. Yep, with a dong that big, I ain't surprised. I'm 11 months pregnant, Fluttershy, Mum said. I have trouble balancing under any circumstance. But, Dad said, this is something two ponies in married couple do for fun, and because it lets them get closer, love each other more and more deeply. That doesn't make sense, Fluttershy said. It's true though, Mum said, but Dad, his was in your Vagoo, Mum. Is that what we're calling it now? Okay then. I know. That's how it works, dear, Mum said. I'm sorry I had to learn it this way. I'm not. Instead of from us sitting you down and talking to you. Or from a book, Dad said. That was what we were planning when you were a little older. So it is fun? Fluttershy asked. I don't think I believe you. It is called sex, dear. Or making love. And it's the most fun thing in the world. Well, usually. When you're this pregnant, it's more of a chore than fun. Mum reached across the table to place a hoof on Fluttershy's. Oh, Christ. Where's the MILF guys from American Pie when you need them? Fluttershy drew back before Mum could touch her. I have a cold. You don't want to get it and hurt the baby. Mum grimaced and put the hoof in her belly. Mum, Dad, you didn't look like you were having fun. Really, we weren't, Mum said. Dad's eyebrows arched. Speak for yourself. But, Mum continued, there are other reasons to do that sort of thing. You know when babies come out, the Vagoo, right? Fluttershy nodded, looking down at her mug of chocolate again. Oh, God. Right. So, you wanted to get in last time? Not wanted, needed. I don't understand. Fluttershy whispered. Mum wheeled round the house. Look at this. Table, chairs, counters, oven, rug, pantry. In the living room, couches, bookshelves, recliner, fireplace, coffee table. What keeps these objects from falling through the clouds and smashing some unicorn or air pony on the head? Fluttershy looked up and cocked her head to get the hair off her eyes. Pegasus magic. What kind of What kind of Pegasus magic? Dad asked. We got there. I don't know. If two Pegasi make love on a piece of furniture, it will charge up its cloud bouncer magic for 6 months or a year. But that's the only way to make the magic work. That's why you two were making love, sitting on the edge of the baby's crib. Wait, who discovered that magic in the first place? We'd already recharged the changing table and the baby's dresser today, Mum said, and tapped a hoof down the kitchen table. And this table, we keep a ledger of every piece of furniture in the house. All Pegasi who own a cloud house or apartment have to keep careful notes, or their furniture will start falling through the clouds and onto ponies below. If you hit a pony on the head with a dresser, Dad said, you could go to jail. Keeping furniture's magic charge is an important part of being a Pegasus adult. But you said making love is for two ponies who love each other very much. What about ponies like Aunt Stormy who aren't married? Dad rubbed his face with his hooves. That's a fair question, but I was hoping you wouldn't think to ask it for a few years. Two single Pegasi will make an arrangement even if they don't love each other, to keep their houses from falling apart. Nope, it's because they're a bunch of horny old bastards. Ponies are extremely horny in the right circumstances. Welcome to Cloudsdale, where it's sex central. What about our desks at school?
Teachers do it too, Fluttershy.
The teachers, Mum trailed off. Fluttershy had a fall and passed out, falling right out of a chair. That's a logical thing to do. Fluttershy woke up 15 minutes later, tucked into her own bed. Honey dear, Mum said. What happened? You fainted on us, Dad said. Fluttershy bounded out of bed and scrambled across the room, backing her tail into the corner opposite the bed. She pointed at the bed with her hoof. Mum, Dad, why does my bed fall through the clouds? What did you do while I wasn't at home? Well, I'll tell you what they're doing. They were fucking! And that's the end of that story.